Hi, it's a short video about our Jet Keg kit. So just going to talk you through how it works in a simple sort of way and what comes with the kit. The Jet Keg backpack from Kegland normally comes with that, and it's empty, and it comes with a Pluto gun and a little bit of line, but we've added a few bits to make it work for dispensing cocktails, uncarbonated drinks, even water, but also carbonated drinks like cider, beer, and then essentially anything else you want to put in it. So the kit is built around a 19-litre Corny Keg. So these are about 5 kilos empty, and they hold 19 litres. So you're talking about 25, 26 kilos once you've got the keg, the beverage, and all the other bits together. So it is pretty heavy on your back, but it's definitely doable. So we've upgraded the insulation. So normally the kegs are stainless steel, like that. And we've put a 8mm neoprene jacket on it. So if you put cold drinks in, it's going to keep it cold for a decent amount of time. The jacket, the backpack itself is also insulated, and that just fits in there nice and snugly. And there's enough space for our little regulator that's going to push our liquid out, as I'll show you in a second. So getting anything into these Corny kegs is super simple. There's a big opening. You can either pour your drink in, or you can connect it via the beer out dip tube that goes all the way down to the bottom. So if you're putting beer in it, that's the best way, because it stops it fobbing and keeps the carbonation in the beer. But the lid goes on, and Corny kegs have 2 connections, one for gas. In order to get this working best, there's a few different options, but it's based around the Core 360 regulator from Kegland that we've got a very specific specification on it just to work well with the Jet Keg. So we connected some 8mm line to the output. You've got a regulator on there that will tell you the pressure. So non-carbonated drinks, lower pressure; higher carbonated drinks, higher pressure. So about sort of 10 to 15 for a carbonated drink, like 1, 2, 3 for a non-carbonated drink. And it'll come either like that, or might need the disconnect putting on there. And essentially the way it works is, now it doesn't come with a SodaStream cylinder, you'll have to get these yourself, but you need a blue one with a threaded fitting on it, and that screws onto there. You want to make sure it's done up nice and tight, and then you just turn that until you feel a bit of resistance, go a little bit more, and then that's going to be fine. And then you turn the black, make sure that's all the way out before you start, and then turn that, and you can see the pressure going up. So I'm going to put that on, that's actually about on 15. Okay, and then if I press this, you should be able to hear, you can hear the gas coming out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that down the side of the Jet Keg, and it's a little bit of a snug fit. I should say the alternative to that is, actually before we do that, is there's an adapter that screws in. Instead of the SodaStream, there's an adapter that screws in, which is this, and then you can use it with 16-gram cartridges. You probably need 4, maybe 5 cartridges to dispense a whole 19 litres. That's 16 grams, that's 425 grams. So SodaStreams are going to work out easier, but in terms of cost, they're actually quite similar if you get these in bulk. And also, obviously, that's much smaller and lighter. But that's an option. If you want that option, then contact us, because that's not the basic option on the website. The option on the website comes with a connection, and then you get the SodaStream cylinder, and then everything else will work. So that's going to go in there, and we're just going to coil this around so it's nice and neat, and then connect it to our keg. And when you connect it to the keg, you should hear a little bit of gas going in. Obviously you won't hear it on camera. Just going to tuck those lines down. You can cut the gas line. The gas line can be any length at all, so if you want it a little bit shorter, but we find it kind of helps kind of going round. And then if you pull the pressure release valve, you'll hear the just going to turn it ever so slightly. You can hear the gas coming out because it's pressurized. And then you've got the Pluto gun. You've got some, so this one is designed for like a medium carbonated or like a low carbonated drink. So we just got water in there at the moment, and you just pull up on that ring, push it on, and it's all connected. And if I'm just gonna, so you can imagine you've got like a rum punch cocktail in here, nice hot day like it is today, you've got a belt with maybe some cups on, or you're working as a team, and then you can dispense your drink. I'm holding a cup there. And if it's beer that you're dispensing, then there'll also be an option for a beer. Essentially, you need thinner line if it's beer, otherwise it's going to come out, for the pressure unit, it's probably going to come out a bit too quick. So that is the, so that's the Pluto gun. We also do stainless steel ones of these. Again, that's not the option on the website, but if you want to customize for a stainless steel Pluto gun, that's on there. And then essentially that goes up through the lid, curl that round, zip it up, and now, as I said, these are quite heavy, and there is an option as well, like there's a little bit of space in there. You could get some freezer packs down the side just to keep it even colder, but obviously you want to be putting a cold drink inside there. Now, just for ease, I'm going to put that up on the table and then turn it round and then get my shoulders in it that way, because I said it is 25 kilos. So that's the Jet Keg kit from BrewKegTap. Thanks.